SK Federation Liaison Officer of the North, and joining with me here is the SK Federation of Cebu City Committee Chairman on HIV and AIDS Awareness. So as we all know, there's a stigma that's being imposed upon the LGBT community as well as those people who have been infected with HIV or AIDS. And we know, as members of the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation, as members of the SK in general and members of the youth, we are well aware of the stigma or what it feels like to have a stigma being imposed upon you. Because kami diri sa youth, we also have this stigma with us na ang youth lagi kay the SK is a breeding ground of corruption, the youth is walay klaro, walay kaya mabuhat, the youth cannot stand on their own. We know what it feels like to have a stigma imposed upon you, and it doesn't feel good at all, right, Jonathan?
Sakto ka na, Shane.
So here with the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of Cebu City, we have crafted a local youth development plan. This local youth development plan, this was crafted way back September 2018. And here in our local youth development plan, we have planned out on how we will implement projects particularly addressing the issue on HIV and AIDS. So we have an issue to address, which is the increasing number of documented HIV cases in Cebu City. Because as we all know, that the incidence of HIV is high, especially among the youth. Especially ranking first is the age bracket of 24 to 34 years old, and ranking next is the age bracket of 15 to 24. That's why we have an activity which is aimed to decentralize HIV testing in the barangay level found in our local youth development plan, and its activity has two phases. Phase 1, which is HIV panghimangno ug pag-ila ni Inday V, peer education training, community-based HIV screening training, and phase 2, which is the monitoring. To explain those projects further, I would hand you over to our SK Federation Committee Chairman on HIV and AIDS, Honorable Jonathan Marasigan from Barangay Tejero.
So thank you so much, Shing. So basically, SK has an ambitious idea on how to contribute on this epidemic, no, the HIV and AIDS epidemic. So kita diri sa local government, mostly ang mahimo lagi natin is much on the prevention side. Because kung arita sa cure, murag dako-dako o kinahanglan nga budget and much efforts ang kinahanglan. So I think the regional and the national government is narasay sakto nga programa para ni ana. So diri sa local government, especially sa SK Cebu City, we are planning to have a youth center din sa syudad sa Cebu aron mag-cater sa mga needs sa mga batanon, especially on health issues like reproductive health issues, STDs, and HIV and AIDS. So basically, ang buhaton namo first is to decentralize the access. Kaya usap sila sa problema din sa Cebu City, ang access sa testing centers and sa mga peer educators. So mao kina ang plano nga if ever ma-realize na ang youth center or ang wellness center sa mga batanon, first is we have to train mga SK officials, katipunan ng kabataan officials, and BHW sa mga barangays on how to peer educate. And if kana nga ma-realize na gina siya, siguro dili man siguro nato ma-decentralize sad ang testing services. It's because naay gyapoy stigma nga if ever si BHW or si SK official nga nag-handle gina nga services, naay retribution man good within the community nga machismis dayon ka kay si kuan ni adto ni SK official nga under sa health wala nagpa-test siya, so na siya HIV, so by district lang siguro nato, or we have to regroup the barangays when it comes to availability or access sa ato ang testing services. So ato lang i-decentralize og maayo at mga peer educators nga naay every barangay naay mga qualified nga mga peer educators nga maka-cater og services like HIV counseling and mga mag-conduct og mga seminars about HIV. So mauna, so after ana is if ever si participant willing magpa-test, dadto na siya dito sa wellness center, which is safe ang iyang information o iyang self from stigma and retribution. So mao kana nga mga ambitious plan o hinaut unta nga madali sa national government no ang paghanay sa budget sa SK kay as of now we are really stagnant when it comes to budget. Pero ang SK Cebu City wala nag-ugong nga among responsibility gihapon ang amo ang palagan. So mo na nami mga resources like NGO from the city and other nga asa na makuhaan para maka-activity diri sa students sa Cebu.
And for sure, the moment that we implement the projects, especially with the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of Cebu City, we will be tapping on different NGOs and different organizations within the government so that we will be assisted and so that the reach of the projects which we will be implementing according to our plan will have a higher reach. So basically, the goal here of the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation is simple. First, it is to raise awareness on what is currently happening with the problems of HIV and AIDS in Cebu City in particular, more particularly the youth. And second of all, we aim to foster a society, especially among the youth, that discrimination is something that must not be tolerated and something that must be abandoned. So so as much as possible, we aim to have projects that are aimed at eradicating discrimination, if not completely, then at least step by step, so that together we will always be assured that our tomorrow will always be better than today. So thank you so much for having us,
Salamat.
and good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, SK Federation of